Well, if you tried to get rid of those last few pounds, or maybe there's just something about your appearance you really wish you could change, plastic surgery just might be an option for you. Here to explain some of the more common procedures is Dr. Alexander Nine. So good to have you back on the show with us.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
You know, we were talking about how spring and summer are coming up, and this really is probably a popular time for people to go ahead and schedule procedures that they've been thinking about for a while. It
is. It's been a long winter, and this year has been especially cold winter, so I think most people are ready to get out, get some warm weather, and go to the beach or go to the lake. So start thinking about swimsuits and maybe how last year's swimsuit is going to fit. So at this time of year, body contouring procedures are very popular, including liposuction, tummy tucks, breast augmentations. Get ready for the summer season.
So those are the things that people are calling Dr. Nine to do. Yeah. So, and those are the very common procedures that you do in your office. Let's start with breast augmentation. And are there some newer techniques, or what are you finding there as far as being popular?
Well, there's been a big shift in the last several years going towards the silicone implants. There was a period of time when there was some controversy over their safety. That's been pretty much resolved now, so there's been a big improvement in the number of cases done with the gel implants.
I see. And then, of course, liposuction. That everyone sounds very appealing to everyone to get back into those swimsuits, right?
Absolutely. And that's part of the overall mommy makeover spectrum that we do as well. You know, there's a lot of things that happen during pregnancy. Pregnancy is a great thing. Most women have a wonderful experience with it. And of course, there's a lot of changes that happen in the body during pregnancy. Unfortunately, some of those changes persist after the babies aren't babies anymore. You know, some things sag, some things stretch, and some things get a little bit wider than fit in those skinny jeans anymore. So we've got a series of procedures that we can do either individually or in combinations to get back that sort of pre-pregnancy appearance and shape that women had. Breast lifts are very common, kind of perk up the breasts and kind of get some of the sag out of them. A lot of times that's combined with implants to increase some of the fullness from the deflation that occurs as a result of pregnancy. And then, of course, pregnancy not only stretches the skin of the stomach, also stretches the abdominal wall muscles. So sometimes a tummy tuck to help tighten up the muscle layer, get rid of the excess skin, flatten things out so you don't have to wear that one-piece swimsuit anymore. And then one of the other things that happens during pregnancy, of course, is that you get some fat depositions in areas on the hips, on the buttocks, and on the thighs. So in focal areas like that, liposuction is a great way to get rid of those excess areas that are resistant to diet and exercise, and reducing the excess fat in those areas and trimming things down to get a nice feminine figure, sexy figure, looks real nice, looks real pretty, looks like it did before pregnancy.
That sounds pretty good. So I think a lot of people, you know, maybe that have lost a lot of weight and they still have that excess skin, are they going to ever be able to really tighten and tone it the way, you know, to get it back into being firm?
Unfortunately, once the skin has stretched out to a certain point, there's no diet or exercise that's going to cause it to shrink up anymore. The skin has a certain natural resiliency. In other words, it'll shrink to a certain extent when you lose weight or after pregnancy is completed. But once it's reached that point of maximum shrinkage, then there's no diet or exercise that's going to get rid of any more skin. So basically what we have to do is remove it surgically. And that's what we do when we do tummy tucks and facelifts and other surgical procedures to treat people with sagging skin or skin excess from big weight losses.
And that's how you help them out with some of those procedures and just really having to remove that excess skin sometimes, right? All right. Well, thank you so much. And I think the mommy makeovers probably sound really good to people, especially with spring and summer coming up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nine.
Thank you.
Well, Dr. Nine's practice is located at 2400 Patterson Street. That's Suite 202 in Nashville. You can give him a call at 615-327-0201. And of course, you can log on to the More at Midday section of WSMV.com. And Dr. Nine is great. He's also offering a $50 gift certificate for half off. But please hurry, there are only a few of those left, actually.